apple pie and apple crumble are classic. They are the favorite of many families. But sometimes at the end of a meal, they can be a little bit heavy. So today I would like to show you an apple and raspberry crumble that is just a bit lighter than usual. It's quite easy to prepare. The first thing is to cook the apple in a little bit of water. We will add the water later on. But first, quarter the apple. Granny Smith, I think, are the best apple for that because they are slightly acidic. And I think, to me, the best sweets are the ones that are not too sweet. That's it. Now you place them reasonably well in the bottom of your pan. You add a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch or two. If you wanted, you could add something else than cinnamon, but cinnamon is a very good one. Instead of cinnamon, you could use lemon zest or orange zest or even another spice of your choice, like vanilla. Then 2 or 3 tablespoons of water and covered with a lid. We cook that until the apples are soft. Well, now let's prepare the crumble, which is very easy to prepare. Here I've got 6 tablespoons of rolled oats. You see, that's perhaps the difference. Instead of using flour and butter, we'll use a great quantity of rolled oats, which is a little bit softer than normal flour. 1 tablespoon of desiccated coconut, all together in the same bowl. 2 to 3 tablespoons of chopped almonds, so imagine the crunch. Beautiful. 1 tablespoon of wholemeal flour that will bind the whole thing together. And to give a little bit of richness in it, 1 tablespoon of margarine. Now, traditionally, in a pastry like that, on top of an apple crumble or apple pie, you would have at least 3 or 4 or even 5 tablespoons of fat. So you see the difference is quite reasonable. Now, all that is mixed together. And then now we add about 1 tablespoon of honey. Now I'm going to tell you something interesting. Really, this spoon is hopeless, so we'll throw it away and I use my hand. Because you really need to use your hand for something like that, but it's not so much done on television, but it is quite okay, really. It becomes a pastry. Well, at this stage it is just lovely. And let's have a look at the apples, how they are cooked now. Look soft to me. Yes, they are cooked. They just need to be soft. Now we place the apples in a gratin dish. On the base of it, there's no need to batter the dish because there's plenty of moisture. It's not going to stick. And with a spatula, flatten the apples so that you can see it's just the right size for 4 people. And over the apples, I will place about 200 grams of raspberries. These are raspberries from my garden that have frozen when we had plenty in it. And this is the type of fruit that freezes very well. Of course, you will not have it as a fruit, but in a pie or in a crumble like that, it's really lovely. And over that goes our special pastry here. And I think I'll use my fingers again. And you finish the dish with a neat little job like that, making sure it doesn't touch on the side of the dish, so it won't caramelize. It will be very lovely. And I will put that in a warm oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, but ultimately it must not get too brown and it must just get crusty. Easy, huh? Raspberry and apple crumble, a very beautiful family dessert. The nutritionists are telling us to eat more fruit, to eat more cereal. This is a perfect dish. David Topping is going to be very proud of me. Now, if you wish to have something creamy with that, what about some frozen tofu? Frozen tofu or tofu glacé is made from soybean curd, blended with natural fruit puree. And if you think that sounds like boring health food, forget it. It is quite delicious, yet contains no cholesterol, and it has only half the calories of ordinary ice creams.